Week 34. Wow, look at that. I remembered. Week 34, Tim 20. I was ripping up carpet at a neighbor's house. It was easy. 70-year-old carpet on top of 100-year-old tile. Just used to hold down the tile. Turn to dust. Man. Sounds like a lot of work, Rakes. Is neighbor paying you, or are you doing it out of the goodness of your cannibal hearts? Anyway, fish and chips. So I had fish and chips, I don't know, 2 months ago, and it wasn't very good. Like, I was surprised. Usually, it's hard to screw up fish and chips, right? It's just usually, it's battered and deep fried. It's good. But the one I had wasn't too great. I haven't had good fish and chips in a long time. Sack of wine. How you doing, R-Squared? Welcome back. What's up, R-Squared? Man, it's hot in here. Part of why I feel so hot, though, is I got sunburned yesterday, too, walking around, driving. Kind of fish, I don't even remember. Some kind of white fish. I didn't make it. It was at a restaurant. What we got going on? Drinking a bit. Fish chips is good. It's good. Deep fried batter is good. Probably cod or something, yeah. Some sort of white fish. White fish. You like the fish? Count me out. You like the fish? That's a clip. Saw that the other day. Elder is good. Hey, there it is. Especially, yeah. I mean, I haven't had too many that were not great, but this one wasn't very good, and I don't know why. I gotta remember that we have the Caretakers Convention. Caretakers Convention. Gotta use it. It's easy, and $50 for it. Lives there, is in the hospital. He's the uncle to the guy next door's wife. Alzheimer's. She's gonna fix up the house, move in, then tear down his old house, build a new one. Gotcha. Not a bad deal at all. Hey, Pineapple. I'm sorry I missed story night. I mean, for those of you that didn't know, I won't go into it in too much detail, but yesterday is the anniversary that my wife's father passed away. And they were really close. He was close with my daughter. And so, anyway, yesterday was a long day, and family wasn't feeling very well. So, and I had a long drive yesterday that relates to all this. So anyway, yeah, I missed last night's stream, which puts me another week behind on Dragon Age, unfortunately, but we'll get through it. I thought about playing Dragon Age today, actually, but I don't think I will. I think I'm gonna wait till the story day. But anyway, if you fly him up there, he'd be your chef for the week. All the corporate he can eat. I don't know about that. I don't have that kind of money yet. Ice Kareem, thank you for the host. How you doing, Kareem? I don't know if you're there, but might have been an auto host coming in. Not sure. Thank you, Ice Kareem. All right. What do we got going on? We have a medium. Can't afford his column red. It's true. It's true. We do have the Croc to kill. That's the last apprentice thing that we have in the game to do. So I gotta make sure that whatever we're taking to the Croc, we don't level up elsewhere. How can you get back lost trinkets? Once you have lost 8 trinkets, you will get a quest spawn to fight the Shrieker. Once you've lost 8 or more. Now, so go fight the Shrieker, and as long as you survive 5 rounds, or kill him, either way, after 5 rounds, after 5 rounds, the Shrieker will fly away, and you're rewarded 8 of your lost trinkets. Thank you, Pineapple. That hideous trinket in the farmstead? Oh, that's the Berserker Charm. I used to use that quite a bit back in the day. 3 speed, 50% damage, 50% stress, -5 accuracy, -10% virtue chance. The Berserker Charm. Hi, Modwife. Masochistic. You better not be. Don't be masochistic. Cat, we actually have 2 Vestals. Probably take Teterino. That's what his really good friends call him, Teterino. Teterino. Maybe Bombin? Well, I say Bombin. Peter Bomb. Peter.
A generous bestowal.
Modwife farming those ad bits. Modwife, thank you for the 110 bits. It's $1.10 for you. So basically, do I want to take a Crusader here or Man-at-Arms? I'm thinking Crusader, right? So I think I'll take this team to the Croc. Let me mark them so I don't forget. So I'm gonna put a big, just put a 1 by their name. That'll be easy to remember. So I gotta make sure this party doesn't get to level 3. And then I'm gonna use them for the Croc at some point. I don't know when that...
Truly, this is the dankest dungeon.
It's a lot of ad bits. Modwife, thanks for gifting yourself 462 ad bits. Thanks, Modwife. Hey, Hytala, I almost called you a Hellion. I almost said, hey, Hellion, how's it going? How you doing, Hytala? Hytala the Hellion.
A kind gesture.
Thanks for that kind gesture. Kind jester? Thanks, Modwife, for gifting yourself bits. That's what's going on, basically. Phoenix. That was the fastest 2 hours in the west, in the south, in the east. Are you back? All right, so basically, I'll see bag put in. Prostate booting, man. Sent him home, and the guy said, can't watch 24 hours a day. Got him home. Tried ripping it out of himself. Ugh. So demanded.
Welcome back.
Crazy.
Your steadfast loyalty is greatly appreciated.
Matt Diesel. Genitals, alter ego. Matt, thank you for the resub. 4 months already. Matt, thank you for the continued support. Love it sandwiches to Matt. Feeling under the weather. Quick dinner. Sorry, Phoenix. Hopefully he feels better soon. I mean, obviously, you know, if you want or need to take care of them, by all means, don't worry about stream at all. But you know this. I'm not saying anything you guys know. It's a much needed nap. Feeling all right. Dealing with some of the normal issues. Nothing too bad. Okay, so this actually leaves us quite a few things, quite a bit of a wiggle room. Basically, I'm going to keep an eye out for long apprentice dungeons. Also, apprentice dungeons that have the thing from the stars. So I guess we're going to go do a veteran. Ugh. I need to do long dungeons, but good lord. Good lord. Long wields. I mean, the thing from the stars isn't there. We'll probably face a Shambler. I mean, it's pretty likely. It's not a guarantee. If it was a champion dungeon, I'd assume that we'd face a Shambler. It's a pretty good chance. Who do we have that's completely upgraded? Man, 17. So let's see. 3, 4, 5. Or it's 2, 3, 4 for apprentice. So how much experience would 17 get in this? 6? He wouldn't level. I don't know. Long wields often very soon. That's very true. How you doing, Larkin? Mexi, by the way, you died because of the bot command. You did not get timed out. Hopefully you didn't. Lately, people have been dying to that command and being like, well, screw this place. Why not get timed out? And we never see them again. Okay, so making sure. I thought you knew, but I have to let people know now. Leslie died several times. I think I'm gonna do this. May the RNG gods have mercy upon my darkest dungeon playing soul. Ugh. Alright, where's another Hellion? Steven. Hot to trot. I'm about sick of not getting a Hell's Hairpin. It's like one of the main trinkets I really want.
Back. Your steadfast loyalty is greatly appreciated.
Reezy, thank you for the resub. Do alerts seem quieter to you guys, or is it my imagination? I don't know. My computer rebooted on its own. It makes me feel like there's an update, even though it says I don't have them enabled and I can't see that there was one. Maybe a little. Reezy, thank you for the resub. 6 months, half a year. Thank you, Reezy. It's kind of loud there. I don't know. Screw with it offline. First time in almost a month. Dragon Sun. Hey, look. Did you get today? I mean, that's, I mean, not good that you're dragging, but Rise back at 77.5. Very active, nice guy, too. Just became so frail slowly. It's scary, man. I think about that a lot, too. Like, unfortunately, things like Alzheimer's and heart trouble run in my family. Lucky me, yay, genetics. Something about that, too, how quickly people can turn with those sort of things. Scary stuff. These ones should already be upgraded, which is one reason I'm taking them. Probably in your family, too. From the S creature. Out of S word on the heroes. So. Have we had a single Shambler in this run? Do we have one or none? We finally had... It's weird. No, I remember now. We haven't had a Shambler on this attempt, and we've only had like 2 collectors.
$5, Buster.
R squared. R squared. Thank you for the 500 bits from me and Bro Squared in honor of my wife's dad. Show the pain of losing male parental units. Come up on a year. Yeah. Man, it's been a year, man. Almost. Anyway, R squared. Thank you for the bits. Yeah, it's rough. Oh, that reminds me, not to belittle this, but Modwife got something very special for you guys. One moment. We were at the store, at the grocery store, and she was like, I have to get this. Can you see this? Oh, you can't see it? That's the whole point. It's a green pool noodle. So now she can beat me from off screen with a black pool noodle, and you might even not even know it's there. Like, she can sit in that chair over there and just suddenly... And most people watching will be like, what the crap? Why did he just... Anyway, Infinity Noodle. You can see it. Well, I mean, you can see through it, which you can kind of see it. But yeah. Anyway.
Our community grows.
Where's the big exam gone there? I remember. Was it R squared? Was it you that told me about this place? Ciders. Ciders. Thank you for the follow. I've seen your commercial. It's very memorable. I will say that. Your marketing is on point. Was it New Zealand? I couldn't remember if it was New Zealand or Australia, but yeah. You showed... Oh, no. She's here. Alright. So, this is free, so we're going to use this week. Other one. She's looking for it. She's crawling to it, so you can't see her. Just don't hit my drink. Hang on. She wants to see it. Is that... You can't hardly see anything. It's like... God, please not the face. Right after we got the stupid thing, I'm in the kitchen trying to put away groceries, and she hits me right in the eye with it. Just jabs me in the eye. See it outlined? Yeah. And then I'm like bleeding from my eye. I'm losing like gallons of blood. She's just laughing. Do it again, you didn't see? Haha. It's a limited liability corporation. It sure is, Ciders. Dramatic much? It hurt? I mean, imagine you're putting away the nectar of the gods like a nice gallon of cool, crisp Arizona sweet tea. You can get your own at your local grocer for 99 cents or less. And suddenly someone just jabs you in the eye with a giant green thing. Please don't spill my drink. Alright. What the crap? What is going on? Then blooded, tough. Logging tough would be okay. Peep abuse. I'm looking for things to lock in. Like, what's our best thing to lock in? Because it's free. Luminous. But there's nothing to get rid of. Adam versus the Noodle. Pool Noodle has too many dents on the surface. Still see it in cam. Better use a green baseball bat for the smoother surface. Don't give her any ideas. Would you? Why are you doing this? Just doing it for free. You're supposed to wait, remember? I don't even know what I'm doing. Hard skins. Face of... I might lock in Luminous anyway. There's a Luminous we could lock in. You donated, she knows. We could lock in Tough, get rid of Weak Grip on Life. I don't know. There's not like a ton of... I mean, Lurker would be good. Get rid of Tone Deaf, maybe? None of these are great. Quick Reflex is okay. Deadly. Night Owl.
Can I stand back there and like funnel beans through it?
I don't want you to. Done messed up now. You armed her, I know. There's not really a lot of stuff to get rid of. Cletus. Sorry, you're a heavily modded no Vestal run today. How's it going, Dylan? I guess I'll lock in Luminous before we can't do it anymore. Like, this one's gonna fall off. Was that Himiel? No, it was BK. BK Lounge. Luminous. It's a good day to be off tomorrow. The first day of the noodle. Never looked better. Irish, thank you for the lurk. Is there a disease we can get rid of for free too? Might as well get rid of Spasm of the Entrails. Honestly, I love you. Vacation for 2 weeks. Yeah, I know, you told me. Did you I know you said you weren't going anywhere. Did you change your mind or anything? Have you decided to go somewhere?
Experimental techniques and tonics.
Where's our other Luminous?
The sword cannot.
I don't know if Luminous is that big of a deal on the Vestal, is the thing. Like, our Vestal, we're not going to be stacking dodge on her. We're going to be stacking healing trinkets, so it's not as valuable. So, watch me do all this and then die on the first hallway battle. That can happen. What's your suggestion about the green pool noodle? Just surf a beer like your hero, count me out, so go crazy. Hey Cam, welcome in. You made it home finally. What was keeping you away from home? Was it one of those dumb adult responsibility sort of things? You're planning on it? There's not really that good of things to lock in. Which is problematic for many reasons. Wait, do we have any? Didn't someone have hard skinned? She has tough. We could get tough locked in or natural swing, and get rid of. Well, I might do that. First didn't work. That's what I figured. Well, welcome on in. Stupid adult stuff. I do stupid adult stuff all day. But now we're both here. I don't know. That Luminous just seems like almost a waste. So I don't think I'm going to do it. Logging Lurker seems really good too. Frag will probably go to Darkest Dungeon 1 or 2. So having 10% extra damage is pretty incredible. I think I'm going to do that. So we'll lock in Lurker. We might as well get rid of the one that's reinforced. No other disease though. Alright, we're good. About Lucky is a good quirk. What is Lucky? I don't remember. What is it, UPCR? Stars are... Oh, stars are to you. Summon 2 ghouls and a Shambler. God, I hope there's no Shambler. Oh, it's not called Lucky. Convert a miss to a hit. I mean, it's not on my version anyway. It's not too good because first you have to miss. And it's a 10% chance. Oh, no worries, UBCR. I know what you're talking about though. So it's only a 10% chance to turn a miss into a hit. So first off, you have to miss, which hopefully never happens. So I mean, it's a positive, right? But I wouldn't lock it in. It ends up triggering very little. So hopefully your team is mostly hitting, and then when they don't, it's only at 10%. So I don't know. I don't care for it too much. Great Shield not listed any wiki in Dark Souls yesterday. The bone wheel shield drops from the oh, yeah, yeah. When you hit parry, you spin. Yeah. Wait, that's not on the wiki? Found the thing, but it's not listed. That's really weird. Yeah, no, I've had that too. God, what's the name of that place? I got it, I'm pretty sure in the sewer area of the Painted Worlds. It feels like. God, it's been years though. I might be misremembering. But I know exactly what we're talking about. Yeah, yeah. That's surprising. Junia's Head, Secret Scroll. Gonna dodge, yep. Yep, so it doesn't work very often. How you doing, Phantasma? Okay, we're gonna do surgical gloves and dark bracer. I'm a little bit afraid. 31 health is scary, so we're gonna do Overture and Barristan's Head here. And then 2 wikis. That's so weird. I mean, I never really used it too much, but it's a nice, like, novelty thing. I don't know, maybe it's better than I gave it credit for. But I typically try to use 100% physical shields almost always. I don't know, is that one 100%? Doing fine. Glad you are well. I might take the Moon Cloak, actually. Could take the Moon Ring, too. I mean, it's from novelty. 9%, yeah. The thing about the Moon Ring is it gives them 10% accuracy.
A generous bestowal.
GT, thank you for the 100 bits and using the bleed purple. Thank you, GT, for the bits. Remember, guys, if you use the bleed purple thing when you give bits to any channel right now, Twitch matches 10% of it. So Twitch just gives them more money just for you using the bleed purple thing, which is awesome. So, GT, thank you for the 100 bits. The 120. 200 bits. I'm sorry. Why do I keep saying 100? GT, thank you for the 220 bits. Appreciate it. So the thing is, we might end up with rabies, right? I think I need to take the Moon Ring. I mean, it's going to make us, I don't know. Stress isn't really that huge of a deal in the Weald. Not really. There's not a ton of super stressful stress casters. And there's a few fights that we can kind of stall a little bit on. We got 2 camps. I think I'm going to go this route. This will allow us to be better against Tree Branch Smackdown. And then we'll have extra accuracy in case you run into a Shambler or, you know, to kill the Crones or put up Bellow. Had every shield and it just dropped. Super excited. Is that where you got it too? Where I said? I mean, those mobs are in a couple places in the game, but not a ton. All right, guys. Let's do it. No more stalling. No more stalling. All right. My hands are kind of sweaty. All the food. Extra shovels. We gotta bring stuff for Shambler just in case. Mom spaghetti. My knees are weak. Bone wheels before a pinwheel. They're the same dudes? Yeah, I think so. Yep. Food, shovels, stuff for the Shambler. So now that we're at Veteran, I have to bring stuff for a Shambler fight every single dungeon. I mean, we're not going to get a Shambler every dungeon, hopefully. It's possible. But still need to bring it. Alright, food, shovels, curio interaction, Shambler stuff. Trinkets, upgrades, skills. Upgrades, trinkets, skills came. I almost screwed up the mantra, just like Larkin said would happen. Upgrades, trinkets, skills, camping. Upgrades, trinkets, skills, camping. Upgrades, trinkets, skills, camping. Oh, putting Cam to sleep. Let's go. Have we abandoned any quests? Did we abandon a quest? I think we might have abandoned one quest so far in this run. Maybe. Or have we not? Was that a different one? No, I don't think we have. No, not yet. Yeah, I don't think we have either. Might be misremembering, but I don't think so. Attacked with those bone wheels for the first time. Let's play through. David had one. Messed you up even. Yeah. Yep. Man, getting trapped in that sewer area with them. And there's like illusory walls down there, so break one of those open, you go that way, and all of a sudden you get the bone boys from the... You get these skeletal monsters who are attacking you from both the front and from the back. Every dungeon. Leave the dungeon we kind. They actually nerfed them. Imagine that. They used to hit even harder. I'm gonna jump in front of her. Try to kill a maggot. Maggots can give disease, and this is we're so early in the dungeon. To get a disease on our first hall battle would just be so annoying. Get boned every which way. Thanks for saying that. Oh crap, I didn't put her breakthrough on. No, Larkin said this would happen.
Their formation is broken.
That's right, Dylan.
Maintain the offensive.
We'll buy one, the black bow of Ferris. Favorite weapon in the whole game. Great shield of Artorias. I remember the black bow of Ferris and using that. Is that one? Is that the one that's found in the forest? God, it's been so many years. I heard you saying you can see how many viewers the VOD has, but can't see who watched it. Feel I need to say half of it is me. Always try to watch Ribis Torx Dungeon in the middle, so you just keep trying. Awesome. Thank you, Cam. No breakthrough. I know. I have it. I have it leveled up. I'll equip it after this dungeon.
Another one falls.
Forest, Dark Souls 3, I think it's in the swamp. Oh, the friggin' swamp in Dark Souls 3. I forgot about that area. I hated that area. Oh no! Doesn't really matter. It's gonna bleed out. What a bad first fight. Oh well.
As the fiend falls,
One day you shall succeed.
faint hope blossoms.
But it is not this day. Aragorn. Hey Fiddles, welcome back. How you doing, Fiddles? No, I'm gonna wait. Alright, I'm probably gonna camp in here. Yeah, let's camp. So this is to ease up inventory space a little bit. It's also to get buffs in case we run into a Shambler.
Against the coming horrors.
So Phoenix is gifted Pillars of Eternity. Does anyone have any spoilery tips for Pillars of Eternity? So we're gonna do dodge crit whole party. Hopefully this crit hits her. It did not. I'm actually gonna use Tiger's Eye. It's gonna give her 2% less crit, but it's gonna give her more accuracy. Doing all right, Fiddles overall. Which bow isn't a great bow. Scaling dex like the longbow, even longer range, crazy damage. 400 damage on the guy, undead perish, even on new game +5. Hey, R². Hit your brother with a pool noodle for me, please. So R² told me, or his brother told him, that I'd run into 2 ghouls and 1 shambler in this dungeon. Ooh, good dodge. So far, it's the first ghoul. There's 1. There's 1.
A powerful blow.
Crit. Did not kill it though. Unfortunate. Forget you'd say it. Yeah, coach. I'm trying to forget that. You know what's gonna happen though, coach? If we lose this run, it won't stabilize again for a long time, and you'll die as a level 1 Reynald or something. So, just so you know. Crit buff in camp with 1 character, and then another crit buff. Does it add to the first? Yes. So right here, she has plus 13%. So she has 5 from the Man-at-Arms tactics, and then she got the 8 from the Jester. So she has plus 18%, or plus 13%. She should have had 8 more than that, I believe it was. Yep. But it was not to be, apparently. How about Hippocratic Vestal shall stabilize?
Destroy them all.
How do you get a character named after you? You join the queue. As long as you have at least 9 or 10 hours in the channel, you can do exclamation join, and it'll get you in the queue to become a character someday. So you can check your hours by doing exclamation hours, and as long as you have 10, you can enter the queue. I don't know if I should stress heal against him. Fatty can fly. I have arrived. You may all cheer with joy. Yay. Hey, Fatty, how's it going? Welcome back. Almost there. I mean, I stream 45 hours a week, almost every week. It's not super hard to get that many hours. You'll get there, hopefully, Mexi. You can join in. I stream a whole lot, especially if you're lurking and stuff. It's really easy to get there. Oh, good dodges. Good dodges.
Masterfully executed.
Crit, you know what? I'm just gonna, I don't know. Nah, we're gonna kill him. Because he's pretty fast, and his speed debuff is gonna run off after this round, so I'm just gonna kill him. It would be nice to kill him with the Vestal. Ginger. What are you reeing about? Oh god, I told you this would happen. At least it didn't crit. What's up, Ginger? Welcome in. So now I'm getting more stressed than what we should have. Now I'm gonna kill with her. Probably. So we give her an extra chance to get stress healing. 30% chance on a kill to get 3 stress healing. She didn't. Jute! She did not.
Secrets and
Hey,
wonders can be
Jutes.
found in the most tenebrous corners of this
Jute's
place.
good. Good. Alright. Okay, I'm not gonna loot this for a couple reasons. 1, we're gonna come back through, right? 2, we don't have inventory space. 3, if I leave this here and it's unlooted, when we re-enter this hallway, there can a hallway battle cannot spawn here. Pretty good. Got to Subway. 10 minutes where they closed. Didn't have to make dinner today. Red Lobster. Mother's Day dinner tomorrow. She works on Sunday. I've never been to Red Lobster. Sounds like a good time, though. Fatty if you can't fly. What kind of sub you get? Good dodge. Other game. It's kind of similar to Darkest Dungeon. Feel it's a little better. A similar combat style, but a lot more in depth. It's called Iridus. Lord of the Dead. I heard about that somewhere coming out. I think it won some awards. Let's buff our speed actually crit. I'm pretty sure it won some awards. Spider bite, don't know what kind. Painful though. Wait, have you gone to the hospital or doctor or anything, Ginger? Or is it not that serious? Subway Club, turkey ham, roast beef. Game of the year? Thought so. I'm gonna guard her. So this is one reason why I bring the Man-at-Arms here. Tree Branch Smackdown can actually crit any of us to Death's Door, but if he guards her, he can only hit Tree Branch Smackdown on the front two. So if he uses it, it's going to hit him no matter what. This buffs his protection. So it gives us a better chance of not dying, or not getting to Death's Door. That one's dead. Tonight, so what'd you have, Pineapple? I grilled homemade burgers. Did some yard work. It's spring. Yay. Tree branch. Smacked it. Can we get the stun in? I sure hope so. Good crits. Is always a good thing. Yeah. Yep. It's a vegan burger. We've had some black bean burgers that were really good. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Let's buff our speed again, just in case. What's he got? A good dodge? What's he gonna do? Maybe can we just stun him? I can guard her actually. What's the better thing to do? Let's look. Rampart's gonna have a 60% chance to stun. Or I can just defend her and then he gets hit. You know what? Let's do that. Because then if... I don't know. Yeah. Whoa! Doctor, nothing you need to get him in for. Gotcha. Bam. Hopefully the pain subsides quickly, Ginger. Alright. This place up north once. Was it terrible? 9% are terrible though. I haven't tried that, we've seen people talking about that. I don't know, there's some kind of like veggie burger that's supposed beyond meat or something. That everyone's like, oh, it really does taste really good. And they even add like beet juice so it appears like it's bleeding and stuff. It's on your elbow. It's a sucky spot. A spot that you have to bend a lot. You can't put down. I mean, obviously you know. He missed us again? The Beyond Burger thing? It tastes like air. Weird. Is that the one you're talking about?
Obliterated.
I have some black bean burgers that are pretty good. I mean, they're not... They don't taste like beef, but they're not bad. Come on, Tree Branch. Look at that. Coach is on Larkin's side now. Poison Spores, that's good. Hey, Misfortune, how you doing? Welcome in. Grunt's work. How you doing, Grunt work? Let's just buff.
Precision
Good crit.
and power.
No stun, though. Good crit. No stun, though. On the rim, yes. So the plan today, Grunt work, is Darkest Dungeon, followed by a... Look at all that protection, yeah. Darkest Dungeon followed by a bounty, a PS4 bounty called Warface. Gonna try it. We're gonna see what it's like. Followed by Rim Worlds. Also, on Rim Worlds, I'm going to try my best to get a second colony started soon-ish, because with multiple colonies, as we found out last time, it's more, there's less downtime, so there's more of it, which can be a bad thing, obviously, especially on that harder difficulty, I suppose. But like for stream purposes, especially early on, feels like a pretty good thing. It's pretty good for a free shooter, yes. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna try it out. I don't like controlling shooters on the, on a controller, but it has PvE. It sounds kind of like, I don't know, like the description of it I read seemed very Destiny 2 like. Controller aim, yeah. Go for that Warface game today. We're wondering what it was. Yep. That's why they're doing these. In fact, didn't look like it. Well, I mean I don't mean the look of the game and how it's played. I mean the type of game it is. A shooter where there is PvP, but there's also PvE and raids. That's what it describes it as. Still didn't look like it. That's what it says on its description. We'll see. We'll see though. Yeah, so actually, oh crap, 4 spiders. So the thing is, it seems like a lot of the bounties, most of the bounties that we've been having, are because of Twitch Prime. And so it makes me wonder what other bounties we're going to have. And I was looking a couple days ago, and I was like, oh look, Magic Arena has a new Twitch Prime offer. I wonder if we're going to have a Magic the Gathering bounty again. I'd really like to have one. And then right before the stream, I checked, and there is one. So anyway, that's what's been going on lately with bounties. A Steam store. So Warface is on the PC? Why is it making me do it on the PlayStation? For the Boros code. It's on Steam. Like the bounty was specifically Xbox One or PS4. Interesting. Wait, did we get crit? I wasn't watching. I don't think we got crit, huh? You just got ganged up on. There's no spitters though. Maybe try to expand that. Yeah, maybe. I hate aiming with a controller. I don't know how I used to do it. Like, I used to be pretty good at Halo 2. Like, not pro or anything, but we were fairly high rated online. Like, you used to, your rating was a level, which was kind of weird. And we ended up getting, me and some of my friends got pretty decently high up. Main split game. Until I figure out what I want to do. I was even, so my wife and I, well, my daughter went for like an hour walk before the stream. We usually go for like a 30-minute walk. And I was talking to her about stream stuff. I don't know. I've been thinking about a lot of stuff involving the stream. And, I mean, I'm not stopping the stream. I'm not going to stream less or anything. But I really need to figure out the combination of what I want to do with the stream and what's good for the stream. And it's really hard for me to determine and decide. Right now, I'm going to continue RimWorld after after the bounties, but I don't know that's going to be like a permanent split. Sorry I don't have a more clear answer for you. If anyone has ideas, I mean, I don't mean just ideas of a game to play, right? I have buttloads of games that I wouldn't mind playing as the split, that I'd love to play as the split, but controller aim is best aim. Well, that's just not true. Just a key. True pros play with steering wheels. What do? They have the gas pedal and brake pedal and press the gas to shoot. Ever played Divinity 2? I'm not. My wife and I are slowly, we haven't played it in a couple months, playing through the first one. But it's probably not something I'm going to play on stream. Don't know. The interesting thing about Darkest Dungeon. Hall Battle, no Shambler. The interesting thing about Darkest Dungeon, of course I'm still enjoying Darkest Dungeon. If it was up to me though, I probably wouldn't be playing it right now. I mean, I know it's up to me, so to say. I don't mind continuing to play it right now. But it's not, if it wasn't for the stream, I wouldn't be playing it right now.
Your steadfast loyalty is greatly appreciated.
Char 4 months. Char, that's a third of a year. Char, thank you for the continued support. Love and sandwiches to Char. Appreciate you, Char.
Hey everybody, my name's Cletus. Anybody want some cornbread?
Thank you for summoning Cletus. Char, thank you again. So, if it wasn't for the stream, like I was playing offline, I wouldn't be playing Darkest Dungeon, is the thing. So even though I still like it, I don't know if it's the best thing for me. I'm going to continue it. I'm going to do this challenge, no matter how long it takes, within reason. Unless Darkest Dungeon 2 comes out. But the interesting thing about Darkest Dungeon, what I was going to say, is like, and I mean, this is the way with a lot of games like this, especially single-player games, but it's like, the community for Darkest Dungeon is so diverse in what other games, or what genre they like. Darkest Dungeon, I know it is a genre game. It's a roguelike, turn-based combat game.
Are rated E for excellent.
Amber. I mean, Zeno Brown, Amber Scene. 13 months, tier 2. Amber, thank you for the continued support and for being in on the Wayne June lines. Appreciate it, Amber. Love and sandwiches to Amber. Tier 2. Carbonite sub. Anyway. The community that we have here and around Darkest Dungeon is so diverse in the games that they like and play. Darkest Dungeon isn't like a genre game where like there are other games that are in that genre but that aren't like exact crossovers. Like if you have someone that predominantly likes shooters, like that's the only game they like shooters. If there's another shooter, obviously it's going to differ, but a lot of them will have lots of crossover and people will watch and like to watch different shooters, right? Same thing for fighting games, genre games. The only game that we played on the channel that was similar-ish to Darkest Dungeon, this game kind of style, turn-based strategy combat sort of thing, that did fairly well was XCOM 2. But XCOM 2 still did worse than Darkest Dungeon because it's smaller on the directory at the moment. Masochism. So I guess that's a long way of saying... Whoops. Long way of saying oops. I hit the wrong hotkey. We're not playing a fighting game, so I can't just switch over to, hey, look at that. Switch over to another fighting game. There's no real complete parallel to Darkest Dungeon. And so no matter what I choose for a split game or what I choose for the stream on a Darkest Dungeon break or something like that, initially it's not going to be as good for the stream, and I have to realize that. So, I mean, I know some of you guys stream too. It's one of those things where it's hard to stream a game and have like 250 people on average, and then you switch to something else, even if it's a similar game, and you drop to like 115 people. And I know it doesn't mean anything in regards to like, oh, the stream's worse quality wise or anything like that. But it's one of those things. It's rough to see. It's like, I know sometimes you have to take a step back to take 2 forward, but John got to work. It's not always very fun. Sure, come up with suggestions. At some point, chat interaction's great. These are awesome. I feel like you are just waiting for a breakthrough to get bigger. It's kind of how it feels to me too. And I think there's a lot of streams in this same It's really weird. There's a ton of streams. It's incredibly hard to hit partner. It's so hard to hit 75 and stay there. And then once you hit 75, it feels like, okay, 100, 150, 200, those start to be easier. They come around more often. We're not going to use this. It sells for like, what, 1,800? I might as well just take it over a stack of gold, though. I don't know, actually. I don't think there is any reason to. I hate to throw down a blue trinket. Anyway, there seems like a lot of streams that are stuck around that same point. I mean, there's different, like, tiers of streams, and each one has some sort of thing that's some kind of breaking point, something that's keeping them back from another tier, so to say. Yeah, Gruntwork, I don't know. I've been thinking about it a lot. It's been consuming a lot of my thought lately. Oh, Darkest Dungeon all the time. I mean, God, I'll be so glad when Darkest Dungeon 2 comes out, for many reasons. Boom! The double crit. Here it is. Stop hitting you down. Hey, Kaiten. How you doing, Kaiten? Wow, that was a good round.
Gently. This is how a life is
What?
taken.
This must have rolled so slowly. Oh, no. Do we have leftover speed? We had leftover speed from the last battle. That's awesome. Don't even play the game. Yeah, Darkest Dungeon 2. Super excited for. Anyway. It's one of those things like, Darkest Dungeon is still the best thing for the channel at the moment. But I gotta realize at some point that we, like, the scary thing is I can't let the stream be so attached to a single game that the stream succeeds or fails based on that game or that franchise. I think a lot of people have that happen too. I've absolutely seen a lot of channels talk about, oh yeah, I used to average 1,200 viewers, and then the popularity of the stream started or that game started going down, and now I average about 20. It's like
A fortune waiting to be spent.
I like the modded run. It was fine. It was very divisive as far as who watched. We actually had some people come watch that hadn't been to the channel a long time because they prefer modded runs. Then we had some people that didn't want to watch it at all. That's not included today. It is fun, yeah. There's been so many updates since I played too, Chitin. Some people told me that it would feel like a different game if I played it again, which is fine by me. Same game, but more stuff. Tough thing to pull off in Twitch. Yeah, I mean, I don't even mean like full variety. I mean, that would be the dream, right? The dream would be able to get to a point where I could play basically full variety. But I don't see that happening for a very long time, if ever. I don't need for it to be full variety, but I mean, that would be the absolute pinnacle type thing to be able to do. But yeah, it is. There are some really good ones out since the last modded run. Yeah, I know, a lot of people have been asking that too. I don't know. Like I said, I can't let a Dark Souls is still the best for the stream at the moment. But we were actually starting to get less numbers. We were actually starting to go down in average viewer count until Darkest Dungeon 2 was announced. And that's kind of opened up the category a little bit more, and more people are trying to beat the first one before the second one comes out, which has helped a lot. But once that goes back down, let's say that Red Hook's like, all right, so early access Darkest Dungeon 2 is going to be until end of 2020. This one's going to start going down again too, I bet. You know, I have to think about all those things. It was a game that you forced people to believe in propaganda. Oh, Frostpunk. Frostpunk was really fun, yeah.
The bigger the beast, the greater
Always say Darkest Dungeon only. Enjoy the prison game, RimWorld. Yeah, I mean, RimWorld has some room to grow in still, I believe, too. Warren gets about the same amount of viewers for his RimWorld as we do on a full Darkest Dungeon nights. And it's a different community. I mean, there's overlap, like I said. The community for Darkest Dungeon is so diverse. Man, I wish I didn't have to worry about friggin' Shamblers. I would throw some of this stuff down, but I just can't. Sucks. Just cause they want to learn the game, cause they want to see you playing it. I know, that's why I said it's the dream. I don't know if my personality is, oh man, we've gotten enough of those now that I could have replaced a stack of golds. I would like to think that, well, I mean, I know that I can place variety and have an okay number, but it won't be anywhere near Darkest Dungeon. Player just killed Wolf on Sunday, the way into the Darkest Dungeon itself. Good luck, Dylan. It seems like if I was playing full variety right now, we'd probably average from 80 to 120 people, which isn't... Like, one of the reasons I don't talk about this very much on the stream is I never wanted to, I know it doesn't come off this way to most of you, but I never wanted to seem like I'm unhappy with how things are. Like, I remember streaming to no one, right? For a long time. I remember, it's one reason I didn't stream very much after I first started in 2010. It was like I would stream for a few hours and literally no one would stop at the stream. The viewer count would never move. So, I mean, I'm very fortunate to have the stream where it is. So I'm not complaining at all. But when you're doing something that your livelihood relies on, even if it's a fun job, you still gotta look at it as a job, and you can't let yourself stop growing, or worse, you know, go back. So anyway, I don't know how many of you find conversation about this kind of stuff interesting, but been thinking about it a lot lately. Do that switch cold turkey? Or seen it go well? Yeah. Yep. I think, like I said, I might be misusing the split stream. What's our speed? 4 versus 0? There is a chance, a small chance, that he goes before our Hellion and actually point blank shots here. I don't think I should leave any chance. Let's just guard. Right side, it might be worthwhile. Think about making the jump. I know, it's just so scary. Have to at some point, and that's the thing too. Is like, when do you make the decision to try it anyway? Like, when is that comfortable moment? Do you wait until you have 200 average people no matter what? 400, 500? Do you wait till the channel starts shrinking again to change? Like, what do you? There's no good answer, and it's different for every single channel, every single community, because every stream is a little bit different, right? Ugh. Crit point blank shot. At least he's not at test store. Okay. How doing, Sin? Story Monday is a good indication. Yeah, well, I mean, the thing about Monday, maybe I should do Monday as a variety day instead of story day. After we're done with Dragon Age. And the difference there is that, yes, Dragon Age is a story day, it's a variety game night, so to say, but it's 10 years old, and how many people are coming to watch it that have never been to the channel before? You find the ebb and flow. Trend's pretty fascinating. Yeah, it's weird, and, you know, some of the big channels set... I mean, I guess I don't want to jump in the front. I don't want to get her point blank shot because she's at 16. So I'm just going to attack him. Some of the big channels do set precedents for the whole platform too, which is kind of interesting. Like, what genres are popular to be watched, and game in a category that's actually search. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I don't know. But anyway, like I said, if anyone likes talking about shop, so to say, I don't mind it at all. There's some things I can't talk about, like I'm not allowed to. And for anyone that's wanting to ask Darkest Dungeon questions, by all means, no matter what we're talking about, you can always interject and ask a Darkest Dungeon question. Good crit. Salty League streamer. D4. I wonder what I would actually rank as these days. Probably something terrible. I told you I'd have to crit you. No. It's not very good. How does hunger work? Mainly Soulsword streamers. One day, one of your favorite streamers was streaming Darkest Dungeon. It's like, this is amazing. I really want to play that. Like a streamer, you generally watch them if the game being played interests you. Play remote, for example. Thank you, Phantasma. Yeah, like I said, it's so interesting. Like, obviously, gamers are diverse in general, right? There's so many people play games. And most gaming communities are diverse within reason. But like I was saying, like with Darkest Dungeon, it's so much like almost its own genre, or its own mix of genre, that it doesn't just perfectly translate well to... I'm not going to use this yet. I think I'm going to camp again. Yeah, let's do that. For buffs. Anyway. It's its own mix of genres, so it's not like... With Soulsborne, obviously, you have actual Soulsborne games like from FromSoft, but also that translates over pretty well to 3D action-oriented or permadeath games in general, right? But with Darkest Dungeon, there's not... It feels like as guaranteed crossover, if that makes sense. Okay, she got both of the crits this time. So she's going to be tearing some stuff up. How does Adam work?
The light, the promise of safety.
Lots of tea. Stuffed animals and coffee. I was about to say, you're already in that means you're already in bit debt. You just bought a stuffed animal and coffee, so you're in bit debt. I mean, sure. I mean, I don't mind. As long as we remember that there's taxes on those, on the... Wait, here's a question. Can we write off the pool noodle on taxes next year because it's used as a stream device? If she only beats me with a pool noodle for the stream, that's technically a stream expense. It's true. Yeah. Excellent. Oh, by the way, I'm married to Mr. Burns. They're no matter what game is being played. For example, he had 10 to 12 regardless. Play something that's in vogue. His numbers are 4 and 5 times that. Make a serious go at making this platform a career. As many viewer demographics as possible to build a base. As many viewer demographics as possible. So when you say that, viewer demographics, you're meaning video game wise, right? So like maybe think about splitting week 3 and 3 like we used to, and playing like 3 days of fighting games for a month. And then like, all right, those 3 days of fighting games are now going to be 3 days of card games. That sort of thing. I mean, less rigid than that, but you know what I mean. Hat you bought for the birthday stream can be written off as well. I guess so, technically. I think that would, if they're only used for that purpose, that's the big thing with taxes. If they're only used for the job purpose, then yes. You need to use it once for it to be an expense. I'm actually going to stress heal from turn 1, I think. 60% of its use. Gotcha. Hellion stands and Vestal stands. Game times and time slots. The time slot thing is hard for me because I have a daughter. My daughter's life obviously is more regimented because she's in school. It's not like I can afford like a homeschool or something for her. And I don't want to be on a completely different schedule than her all the time because I don't want to miss her life, you know? I wouldn't trade that for any stream success, if that makes sense. Mr. Oogie Boogie Man, welcome in. Oogie Boogie, how you doing? Mr. Oogie Boogie Man. My bugs, my bugs. Yeah, the time slot thing is rough. The game thing I can do. I don't know. But anyway, my wife can attest to it that I've been thinking about it. Racking my brain. I almost said racking my Brian. I've been racking my Brian. I think my brain is wrecked. Anyway, about stream stuff lately. Talked to her a lot about it. Poor Brian. Is that what the good kids call it these days? Wrecking the Brian. Start playing this game again this weekend. The first you got was 22 weeks. Well, the great thing about this game is as long as you're not playing on the hardest difficulty, there's no lose condition. So just keep that in mind if you didn't already know Oogie Boogie. And if you have any questions, let me know by all means, even if we're playing something else.
Ghoulish horrors,
Racking my Brian.
brought low and driven into the mud.
The poor Brian. I hate throwing gold down, but I cannot throw the Shambler stuff down. A new euphemism. How many count me out?
It's a Christmas miracle.
How many count me outs brownies have I had? None yet. He doesn't offer those away lightly. There are games on YouTube, even the older ones. Just a different demographic than most Twitch streams. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, obviously. I don't mind playing those things. You know, I've missed so many of them. I like playing through things like Mass Effect and you know, Dragon Age and stuff. I'm gonna open that when we come back in the hall. It's not the best for streams because a lot of those people have already played or watched, or both. A lot of those people have watched the gameplays all the way through several times or whatever, and they're just not gonna watch again. It's like Operation Team Brian. I didn't res. So I mean, that's the thing too, though. Like Two Shoes was mentioning, streams have like a base to them. No matter what size your stream
Welcome back.
is,
Your steadfast loyalty
size streams
is
are.
greatly appreciated.
Metal Thug, thank you for the 4 months. Why, that's a third of a year. Metal Thug, thank you for the continued support. Very much appreciated. Love and sandwiches to Metal Thug. Thank you, Metal Thug. Like Two Shoes is mentioning, most streams after, well, even small streams, most streams after they have some regular viewers have a viewer base that will watch or be there for almost anything. And it's about growing that base, right? Oh crap, I misclicked. Oh, then we got crit for it. Oh, I gotta stop making these mistakes. I'm in friggin' veteran dungeons. Anyway. So with that base, you can do more variety and not have to worry as much. Oh my god. Oh, crit. Is that Princess Peach saying suck it? I can't believe I misclicked because I was talking. No loot! Stupid slimes. So there was a 70% chance to get loot there. We got none.
A handsome reward.
I shouldn't complain too much though. We still haven't had, you know, that one guy show up. Mr. Shammy Whammy. Shamwow. Princess Peach says, suck it. Oh, trap. I'll take a trap over a Shambler.
Spring to life with a singular purpose.
1 key left. This is a long dungeons. There is a secret room somewhere. Can actually use antivenom on this though. A day or two that sticks with a certain game for a while. Build a base in one new area, Twitch at a time. Stick with one game for people to feel like they can come back to the stream at first. By the time you're going to switch there, so hopefully a good portion. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. The thing too, base, the one viewer base. That's awesome. Two Shoes. We need to kill this. Oh god, we're gonna get marked either way. We do have the guard for it. Let's buff first. Variety, but they do games typically for challenges like you do. Super Distortion 2 is a good example. Streaming a game about a chicken carrying an egg. 25,000. Yeah, I mean, some people can just stream. Like I said, sure, Phantasma. Need to make a Shambler that revives one time, so you have to beat it twice. Hey, Kaz, still run 20. Yeah, we're starting veteran dungeons, so it's a little bit scary. Hey, Kaz. So that's what I was kind of thinking, Gruntwork. Now, the thing about it is I gotta figure out what the best days to split it are, because it really screws up bounties. Now, unless I do that other game as a split game instead of an all-night game, but then I have less opportunity for people to hit the channel from that game itself. So, yeah, I don't know. If I did split week again, it would be bad for bounties. The amount of bounties and how much it pays out that's offered to you is based on your average viewer count. And then also, we just wouldn't have the numbers for it to pay out anything at all, which is a huge portion of income at the moment. I don't know, there's a lot of different puzzle pieces. Gruntwork worded it better than you did. So like I said, not that I'm going to do this, but imagine that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we did RimWorld Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for 2 months. And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday was all Darkest Dungeon plus bounty at the end of the stream. There's a much better chance that I'm going to get people from the RimWorld community that find the stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and eventually stay, maybe check out Darkest Dungeon, and then stay when we switch the Monday night game. Than if I do RimWorld for 2 hours or 3 hours at the end of every stream. Just an example, not like I'm planning on doing that, just as an example, I think. 100% agree. So I need to find that genre or that game that I'm okay doing that with, or that I want to test it with, and I need to be okay with the one step back thing. That's like the big thing. Like, even if you tell yourself you're okay with it, when you take that step back on something else and you lose so many viewers, it's like, holy... I mean, it even happens to the huge streamers, right? Like, you take someone like that Asmongold guy, who was streaming WoW for like 25,000 people, and then he tries out like a shooter or something, and he drops down like 8,000 people, and he's suddenly like, nope, shooters aren't for me. There's absolutely part of that as cause of the drop in viewers. Man, we're getting the crap crit out of us. Welcome to Veteran Dungeons. So rest of your count. Carryover effect to be effective there. Best time to get new people in earlier in the evening. I also wonder if splitting the week differently would be better. Because the thing is, if I'm playing... Again, RimWorld is just an example. I'm not saying that's going to be the primary secondary game or something like that. But let's put RimWorld into it again. So if I'm playing RimWorld Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, even though I'm playing it 3 days a week, I'm not playing it from Thursday all the way through Sunday. So it might be better to do like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday split on whatever the secondary game is. Because then there's only ever a day or two between which game you want to see out of the two main games for the channel, rather than having to wait half a week. I'm going to try to kill the one that's not really stunnable this round, or less stunnable. I need to try to stall a little bit. As we can see, or as we saw, these are obviously going to crit. They have a chance to crit. It's pretty high because of Torchless, BLOODMOON, and Veteran. It's still not as high as other mobs in here, though. So we're probably not going to have a ton of opportunities to get stressed down. Sundays off, the day off might be more effective. Viewership is higher on the weekends. What day do you think would... The problem is, I know that Saturday and Sunday are popular. Now, since summer's coming up, I wouldn't mind trying another day. But the main reason that's the day I take off is because... Not because it's a... Well... Not because specifically that's a weekend. It's because that's one of the only days my daughter has off at school. And like I said, as much as I want the stream to work out and everything, it's more important to me, obviously, that I'm part of my daughter's life and do things with her. Especially while she's growing up, you know? Now, as far as the day itself, she's about to be on summer break, so the day off doesn't really matter when she's on summer break. Crazy challenge. Hey, No Rest Gaming, welcome in. We are. Same challenge, different night. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be Sunday. So as the summer hits, it doesn't matter which day I take off. Don't stream during her school time. Stream when she is home. I stream when she's asleep. Thursday, say, lose any time with her. I take off when she's asleep. At the moment. So I don't stream until she goes to bed. And then I stop streaming before she gets up for school. And then I sleep when she's at school. So it's going to change a little bit in the summer. That's why I said I'm okay testing in the summer. Any plans for Mother's Day? No. My mom lives far away. My wife's mom lives far away. Of course, I know my wife is a mother, but she's always thought it kind of weird to have like a husband give her something for Mother's Day. So I'll let my daughter pick her something out, you know, flowers or something, and we'll probably go eat somewhere like not super fancy, but. Server that you followed that just got sick of Dark Souls just said started playing Devil May Cry 5, dropped 80% and started slowly growing again. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. Like I said, sometimes it's you take a step back to take 2 steps forward, or sometimes you take 3 steps back to eventually take 4 steps forward. You know, and you just never know which steps back are going to be the ones that end up giving you momentum to push further forward. It's a tough thing.
Success so clearly and
Cats never give you anything for Mother's Day.
merely
Your fur babies,
light.
they give you hairballs and things. How much more dungeon do we have? Let's see. 1 immune, 2 immune, 3. We can get 3 hunger procs. So we actually don't need all this food anymore. Hairballs aren't gifts. It's true. They give you love. They give you that every day. Get a job, cat. Hey, stuff. Yeah, we are kind of winning, actually. We're in veteran dungeons, though, so there could be a Shambler behind any door. God, I just don't know about throwing down stuff I'm going to use for the Shambler, if we have a Shambler. The main thing that I'm thinking about throwing down is holy water. But holy water is preventative. We use it during the Shambler fight so we don't even take the blights or bleeds. Whereas these two are, you know, after the fact. They're cures, not prevention. Prevention is better. But these two are used on more curios here. God, I'm going to use the holy water. I hope I don't regret this. Greed. Put on the jade. Well, I mean, the jade will end up stacking. That's why I kept it, and that's why I kept the onyx. If we get further in, I'll throw down the jade. The jade ends up stacking for more than a stack of gold. You get a lot of gems on veteran torchless. We'll see. We'll see.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption.
Put on the jade, yeah.
With misintent.
I don't know. I don't know how long to wait until I throw that down instead. That's the thing, like, we ended up throwing down 3 or 4 onyxes and until I was finally like, oh, well, crap, onyx is going to end up stacking more than a stack of gold, and then since then we've only gotten 2. Not a great fight. Let's go ahead and buff. So the Nashers can give rabies, and we definitely don't want rabies on this. I mean, we don't have Hell's Hairpin still. He has a moon ring, so I mean, if he got rabies, he would be okay.
Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
She has surgical gloves, still not great. Drop them. Something else, yeah. It's the way it works. So we do have our speed increased and their speed decreased, so we should go before them this round. We'll start stress healing. Let's jump in front. Speed of 3 versus 8. She's not guaranteed to go first. Hey, Jonathan Miller. Welcome in. How you doing? All right. I'm gonna try to stun him. Did not get it. Skull toss. Skull toss is one of the most stressful moves in the game, especially when it crits. Thoughts about community nights? I don't mind them. I don't think they're obviously not good for growth, so to say, but they're a lot of fun. I mean, they're fun for me. I think they're fun for people involved. I don't know how the consensus on fun in watching them goes, but we've had several. I wouldn't mind doing like even like just one a month would be pretty cool. We had a Heroes of the Storm one, which was fun. Got to kill some people in the channel. We had the League of Legends ones. We've done Apex. What else did I play with people on? Something else. Killed Kaz, I did. Don't Starve Together community night. How many people can be in a game of Don't Starve Together? Human skull thrown at you by some holy monster would be stressful. Yeah. Makes no sense at all. Who killed you? When we played Heroes of the Storm, Count Me Out doesn't remember much about the game other than the time that I killed you. So every time I mention Heroes of the Storm, he brings it up. You start to upgrade in the town stagecoach. So the first thing I upgrade is the size of the roster. I usually upgrade it once or twice early. And then I upgrade skills, 1 level, and then I upgrade the blacksmith weapons 1 level. That's my order. So, roster size. Well, the very first week back, I upgrade how many people we get off the stagecoach so that we get 4. So the order goes: upgrade stagecoach until it's bringing 4 per week. Upgrade the roster twice, usually, depending on what we get. Upgrade skills once, upgrade blacksmith weapons once. And that's kind of my order that I always go in.
A victory.
Tabletop night?
Perhaps the turning point.
I don't know how I would set that up. I mean, I know there's digital ones, but you got killed a lot in Heroes. No worries, as long as you had fun. Default max is 6. Oh, God. Alright, here's how it's going to happen. We're dropping the Jade. Ready? Let's see if we find 4 more Jade after dropping it. Tabletop sim. Do I have any herbs? Where do I get through this? I shut up. Amazing versatile, yeah. I don't know. We'll see. Let's keep things level 2 to prevent veteran missions spawn. I try to level things up pretty evenly, so I just kind of naturally get to the point where veterans aren't spawning too much. I usually only upgrade to level 3 weapons if I am about to go after, like, apprentice bosses, like the last few apprentice bosses, or like if we're going after the Croc or something like that. So I just try to level things evenly across the board, and it kind of naturally happens that way, Sin. We were talking the other night, though, how that isn't a bad idea. And, yeah. So I haven't really done that
Uncertainty. The birthplace.
in a roundabout way, I suppose. I did. What's our speed? 5. She's not guaranteed to go before these. So I'm gonna kill this one. Be a lot more stressful with the skull, and we're still alive and laughing and biting you. So get gangrous. Slowly spread with a foul smell. Attracts a lot of insects that lay eggs. Larkin, have you ever thought about applying to NetherRealm Studios? I hear they need more people to make up fatalities for their next Mortal Kombat game. Seems like you might have a knack for that sort of thing. Go back, Phoenix. I'm gonna try to stun. I mean, I know there's some healing needed, but we'll slow him down for the next I don't know if that's a good idea. Nah, we just need to do damage. He's gonna get some attacks in either way. Not much we can do about that. Like, this next round, we're not gonna kill him anyway. Invent angry vomit pigs. Perfect idea for this game, too. Rend is what we want to see. I mean, crit Rend really sucks too, obviously. But it's the only move that he has that doesn't cause stress on its own. Skull Flail. Spine is the chain part. Pretty brutal there, Sin. Alright. We stunned him. I think she's probably going to kill him. She does still have a little bit of damage debuff on her, but I think she can roll a... she has 6 as her bottom end. 5, I mean. Okay. Good.
A trifling victory.
We've had, like, no scouts either. What is deadlier on the Shambler? The bleeds or the blights? Probably the blights. This is a bit excessive for this. Especially for me, of course. So many games think you will never ever play, so it's an outlet for it. Yeah. So Gruntwork, I don't know if you're still there. So Gruntwork, you suggested Thursday off? Do you think Thursday is the slowest stream day in general? I thought Monday would be. I'm gonna get rid of the bandages. Don't tell anyone. I mean, obviously I could look at my own numbers and see which one's slower, but this has been slow. Well, yeah, I mean, even going back before story night, just in general on Twitch, which night of the week does Twitch have less viewers in our time slot? Which boss? We've killed all apprentice bosses so far. So every apprentice boss in the game is dead, aside from Apprentice Croc, which we're going to do probably after this, or soon. Infinite Ectoplasm. How you doing, Route? What you about, your bots? Nothing but afflictions. That's your own bad luck. It's got nothing. Look at that. Kim, focused. Phantasma, focused. You feel it's on Wednesday? I don't know. I never really thought about it too much. I might have to look into it more. Crit. I kind of didn't want that crit because they might summon a big boy. Hey, look, it's a big boy, which gives us stress. Stream day. Slowest for me because I already take it off. Hey, McPie, welcome in. The R squared died too. It's because you talk bad about the bot. How you doing, Genuine?
Our community grows.
Knuckle Dragger Gaming. Knuckle Dragger, thank you for the follow. So, the Towering Ectoplasm. I mean, it crits, obviously, right? But it's a single enemy. It's a single enemy. So, I mean, it's not going to crit every round, hopefully, unless you get really unlucky. So, this is one of the ones that you can kind of recover on in here. I mean, it's a veteran Torchless BLOODMOON, right? So, it's going to crit us at some point. But, it is a size 2 mob. It's a large mob, so it's not going to con reinforcements in the traditional sense. It is going to keep spawning small slimes, though. But, I think it's worth stalling a little bit here. Dodges. So, I mean, we don't know. The very next hallway could be a Shambler. And we could really be in a lot of pain with all the stress. Big Slime double crit? Yes, it is. But it seems like his crit isn't as high as some things in general to me. What do you
More shall gather.
think? Redduck
More
added
shall enter
the crit
fray.
received while marked debuff to Bellow. Seems super random. I don't know. That is a good question. I did notice that. Gar, thank you for the host. Appreciate it, Gar. Welcome in. Crit chance receive 5% extra while marked. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they felt like there was enough crit synergy in the game or something. It is kind of a weird thing, but I just always figured maybe there wasn't enough mark synergy, or maybe they have some data that shows marks aren't being used as much or not as useful as they should be or something. I don't know. I kind of wondered the same thing. But not really thought about it too much, I suppose. How you doing, Gar? Welcome in. Thank you again, Gar, for the host. So far this is working out to our advantage. Still. I don't know when I would use that, actually. Thinking about it. Like, I'm thinking about the normal teams that I use that have the Man-at-Arms. What team would I want extra crit received on marked targets? I mean, it just makes marks better, of course, but I mean, it feels like it almost makes marking slower in a way, I suppose. Because you could replace one of your characters that deal damage to marked targets with the Man-at-Arms. I don't know, it seems weird. Kind of useless in a marked party, yeah. So if they did it from like, okay, maybe they were thinking, if anyone builds a marked party, there's going to be no tanky-ish character that synergizes with the party. So let's slap something on one of those, like the Man-at-Arms. I don't know. Mark is very slow. Usually you're just better off dealing damage. There's a couple of instances where that's not true. Like if you have a really mark-heavy team against a boss that has only one action per round, like Swine Prince. But for the most part, yeah. Or target 2 Bellow. Hit the thing with your weapon. Yeah, exactly. Too slow. I don't know, I feel like we're gonna get crit. We haven't gotten crit. Alright, I'm gonna kill it before we get crit. I don't know. I feel like our luck can only last so long. Can I get one more stress heal in? Yeah, we're fine. If this was Apprentice, I'd probably just go ahead and try to... I mean, unless we stun it. I doubt we're going to stun it. No, we'll just heal her. Screw it. Really, is that did damage as well as applying mark? Yeah. Even if it's a little damage or something. I don't know. Form of a ramp. Like the Crusader, they buffed his stun damage, right? So now it's like 50% damage plus a stun. If there was a move that did 50% damage plus a mark, that would instantly make a mark comp super viable. That would be actually kind of really powerful. But I mean, it's not any more powerful really than the stun. Stun is like the defensive version. So I don't see how that would be super overpowered when you compare it to stun. Stun is stupidly strong too. The OG Falcon, yeah. That's why when I first used her too, I was like, yeah, this feels like it should be there and not the Arbalist. So we finally got the critical scout, didn't find a secret room. 2 hall battles. Oh no, I didn't mean to enter that yet. Stun and a mark. A move that stunned, marked, and dealt damage.
The first test. Now it must be carried home.
2 hall battles. Don't forget hit stealth, yeah. Auto crit. I mean, this team's in good shape. I mean, we have our level 4 stuff. We have okay trinkets. It's a decent team against a Shambler. Also, like, we could run. You know, we're done with the quest. 3 and 4. She's usually in rank 1 and 2. Not as deadly, yeah. I'll mark the break cards. Whether that's important early or mid game. It comes and goes. So basically, once you are reaching a section to where you need your next upgrades, then you kind of switch gears and go after heirlooms. That's how I do anyway. It depends on what you need back in the hamlet, in my opinion. So it's not a Shambler. It's not too bad. Tree Ranch Smackdown though. So what I mean is, like, once we're about to start going to veteran dungeons, I need to make sure I get enough heirlooms to get the blacksmith and the guild ready for those level dungeons. Once they're ready, of course, then I need to save gold early on in the veteran dungeons to upgrade our stuff to veteran levels. So it's not really less important until you get to the super late game where you're just like rolling in gold, but that's really late into it. So, I mean, gold and heirlooms are always going to be important, but as far as, like, when you should try to get one over the other, it just depends on what you need back in the hamlet. I always kind of, like, we just entered veterans, right? We already have the upgrades for our buildings to get veteran equipment. So at the moment, we're not going to be entering champion dungeons for a very long time. Very long time. So heirlooms aren't as valuable to us right now as gold because we're spending so much gold to upgrade to go into veteran dungeons with full upgrades. So it's like an ebb and flow sort of thing between, okay, now I'm going to stack gold as much as possible. Okay, now it's time for heirlooms sort of thing. I don't know if that really makes too much sense, Oogie Boogie, but that's how I look at it anyway. Few things you can think a marked party would be effective against in a normal dungeon. Yeah, that's a good point. I've never really thought about that, but that is true. So that's for each party member. Prevents night to be a bush. Makes sense. Okay. Good. Good crit. Good crit. Gonna regard her. Regards. Let's heal. Hopefully tree branch smackdowns. I've never said that before. Oh, the dodge. I mean, if we stun him, I can actually stall a little bit. Very nice dodge, yeah. Got the stun. He's dead next round. We can just stall. Heal up. Raise the dead if I'm on your side. Be cool. Hero for Dark Ocean 2. It's easy. Just always crit and always dodge. Thanks, Wayne. There's not a command for it yet. I feel really bad. I love all the sound lines so much. And I'm, like, still super thankful for them. I've had so little time this last, like, week and a half to do anything. It's like, I need to get them added. Yeah, we're in great shape.
These nightmarish creatures.
Hey everybody, my name's Cletus.
There's Cletus, though.
Anybody want some corn?
Taking the lady for dinner. Gar, have a good time.
Grows.
Be safe. Thank you for the lurk. DJ Carnage. DJ Carnage, thank you for the follow. This sells for $750. This sells for $1,100. Still be weaker than the monk. It's probably true. Like I said, we don't need portraits as much right now. So I'm actually thinking about dropping it for 1,100 golds. So we have our veteran upgrades, so... Do I want to do another? You're talking about the Don Y one? I don't know. We're going to do these two curios either way. I mean, this is the best shape we could be in for a Shambler. 8% chance for a Shambler. It's probably worse. It's probably worse. These can give disease, they might not even drop loot. Since it's 0 light, we have a 70% roll for loot. They don't drop loot in normal light. Grey Rot? I'll take some Grey Rot right here in the back. No, leave them alone. The Red Plague. So basically no bleed resist, minus 10% max health on our lowest health character, and minus 5% crits. Hashtag get plagued.
Be gone, fiend.
I'm guessing if you search Twitter, that probably has never been done. Just guessing.
Another abomination.
There was a YouTube show I used to watch where every now and then, challenge accepted, every now and then they would have something that was like, what was it called? A lonely hashtag.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow...
And so they'd go find a hashtag that had only ever been used like once. And they'd be like, all right, millions of people watching this, go use that hashtag. There's some weird stuff.
The agents of pestilence will yet be driven from our woods.
44,000 plus some trinkets to sell. I mean, 34, I'm not sure why I said 44. So 34,000. I mean, after trinkets, got almost 40k gold from that with no secret room. What? Hashtag get plagued has been used 6 times. Wheel tactician is good. Bulimic doesn't matter. Luminous. Luminous is good. It's one of my favorite positive quirks. Miss Spot. Man, Bladed Wolf has 2 diseases now.